Hey mom, do you think that you might be suffering with postpartum depression? Well, you're not alone. Did you know that as many as 20% of women suffer with postpartum depression? I'm so glad that you're here today. My name is Dr. Candice and welcome to the Baby BFF. Let's talk about postpartum depression, what it is and what it's not. How do you know if you have postpartum depression, and what should you do if you think that you have postpartum depression? Postpartum depression is characterized as intense feelings of sadness, guilt, and loss of interest and pleasure in things for over 2 weeks. It is quite normal for women after delivery to have something called the baby blues. Baby blues is normal. A lot of moms feel sadness after delivery because of that hormone fluctuation. However, if you have feelings of sadness and despair lasting over 2 weeks, you may be suffering from postpartum depression. So what does postpartum depression look and feel like? You may have feelings of sadness, you may be crying, extreme fatigue, maybe you just don't feel like yourself anymore. You can't find joy in things that you once found really exciting, and you may have feelings of self-harm or feelings of wanting to hurt your baby. This is not you. This is the postpartum depression speaking, and it is treatable. So what do you do if you think you may be suffering with postpartum depression? You need to contact your OB provider right away and get in to see them so that they can help you. But what if you don't have an OB provider, or maybe you had no prenatal care? You can go seek healthcare with either a primary care physician, or if you are having feelings of self-harm or feelings of harming the baby, please go directly to the emergency room. How can I know if I have postpartum depression? Well, if you think that you're having some of the symptoms that we talked about before, you may want to look into the Edinburgh Postnatal Depression Screening Scale. That is the scale that they are going to use to ask you questions about how you're feeling when you go see a healthcare provider. This is normally done at your OB postpartum visit and also your pediatrician well baby visit. If you are somebody that has not been screened for postpartum depression, or if you've already been screened but you're just now feeling like you're having issues, I've put a link to the Edinburgh Postnatal Depression Screening Scale in the comments. It's a self-report scale, so it's something that you can do on your own at your house. And if you look at the score and it's above 12, please go ahead and seek care. Something important to note, when you take this screening, you need to be honest with yourself. Is this how I'm feeling? Because postpartum depression is treatable. Let's talk a little bit about the Edinburgh Postnatal Depression Screening Scale and the questions that are going to be asked of you. And I'm gonna pull up on my phone here. I have a copy of it, and we're gonna talk through some of the questions. So basically, this is a 10-question questionnaire, and I'll read you off the questions. I have been able to laugh and see the funny side of things, and it will give you choices such as much as I always could, not quite so much now, definitely not so much now, or not at all. I have looked forward with enjoyment to things, as much as I ever did, rather less than I used to, definitely less than I used to. And I'm just gonna go through the rest of the questions just so you can get an idea of some of the questions that you can be prepared to answer. I've blamed myself unnecessarily when things went wrong. I've been anxious or worried for no good reason. I felt scared or panicky for no good reason. Things have been getting to me. I've been so unhappy that I've had difficulty sleeping. I've felt sad or miserable. I've been so unhappy that I have been crying. The thought of harming myself has occurred to me. So once you answer all 10 questions, what you'll do is you will add up the score. And again, if your score is over 12, please go ahead and seek care with your OB provider. Many moms with postpartum depression don't seek professional medical attention because society tells them, oh, it's okay to be tired. Oh, you're a new mom and you have a lot on your plate. Well, yes. You do have a lot on your plate as a new mom. It is hard being the mom of an infant. However, if you're feeling like we spoke about earlier, please go ahead and seek care. I hope that this helps you. My name is Dr. Candice. Thank you for joining me here at the Baby BFF.